Well, good afternoon everyone. This is Ranger Rob and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. And if you probably noticed, Belle runs off to the right. She's constantly looking for the squirrel. And I saw the squirrel today. So before we get going today, I want to show you a little clip of our little squirrel. Now, unfortunately, I had to get a picture of him through our window because as soon as you go outside, he runs away. So, yeah, he's a pretty good sized squirrel. So anyway, guys, been a couple of days since, you know, the election days. And so, yeah, it's a bit interesting. What the heck? Well, sorry about that. It's a little weird. I had this car right here stop right in front of our house and I don't know what the heck's going on, but yeah, anyway, ever since I started our channel I get a lot of weird traffic out there sometimes. So I wanted to follow up on the cougar stuff, which happened a few days ago, and what we've done since then. So Amy's came over with her daughters, and they came over and helped me move the chickens from the free range setup I had here till so I could over to our chicken pen over here, which is enclosed and protected. And so I think with the Justin Rhodes chicken shaw, although I love the design and stuff, I think I'm going to do an addition to it, because obviously we showed that it doesn't protect your chickens. So I'm probably going to create a drop down door or something that'll cover up the back of those nesting boxes to help protect the chickens at night. So other than that, I love this thing. So but until then, the poor chickens were terrorized so darn bad, I thought it might be a good idea to get them out of there. And wow, I can actually see some of the prints from the Bobcat in the ground here. Anyway, so they're over here now, sorry. And forgive me, I've got a cold, and so we canceled our podcast today. Just not feeling 100%, but all the 5 chickens that are left are in here now, which I'm sure the rooster was pretty happy about. So yeah, they're nice and protected, happy. The older females seem to be getting along just fine with the younger, so all is good there. So yeah, bobcats are bobcats, and no, I'm not gonna hurt the bobcat. He was just going for opportunity there. So yeah, I told you he was happy. So of course I've got to comment a little bit on the election stuff. Yeah, and of course it was a disappointment. And right here I'm going to show you a map, as you can see, and you can see that most of Oregon supports pretty much how I voted, and probably a lot of people over here in Central Oregon area voted also, but that's not what we got. And so yeah, you can kind of see where our controversy may be, where they want us, you know, they're looking at trying to incorporate with Idaho, and whether that'll ever happen, hard to say, but they're still working on it. Whether I'm for that or not, almost every state that was expecting what they called the red wave, if you look at their counties and stuff, it's almost the same setup. You look at Washington State, Oregon, some of the other places where even Arizona, they got such a large county in there, that Maricopa County, that they pretty much dictate all the legislation and laws that happen. And so you can see where, like, they wanted a new kind of gun control over in Oregon. Everybody on this side, over 70%, said no, 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 don't change anything. And of course, the Portland area said go for it, and of course it passed. So you can see where a lot of states get frustrated because it's all population in different zones, and where you can really see that really when you look at all United States, territorial wise, there's definitely a conservative view on things. And I'm not totally against the other views either. It just seemed like they kind of got off to a tangent, because we've had some great liberal leaders in the past, but anyway, hopefully we'll kind of find the middle ground someday. But anyway, the best way to look at it here is to realize that if you're living in the areas that are kind of conservative, which is most of the region in our state, just realize there's a lot of people that believe the same way you do. So yeah, don't get too frustrated. Somewhere along the line this should work itself out. Don't know how, don't know when, but we can't be angry. We can't be always, all we can do is be proactive and do our best we can, and not get all, we got things to worry about. I mean, we got things to, homes that keep going, and homesteads to keep going, and animals to take care of, and crops to grow, and yeah, so when the time comes, we get serious, put in our votes, do the best we can, and then move on, and try to get involved when we can in a positive way. So yeah, we got Thanksgiving creeping up on us, so I think we might have Sherry's sister down here. She'll stay in the fifth wheel. We usually cook a traditional Thanksgiving, and we're definitely thankful for the abundance that we've had this year. I'm not very thankful for this cold though. Anyway, I don't know about you, but a lot of times when the climate changes to a real cold all quickly, I usually always get a head cold, and I'll get one also when spring comes, and it's almost like clockwork. So hey, if that's all the things I got to worry about, I'm okay with that. So anyway, that's the scoop on that stuff. I also got my new water heaters in. They're the big green bowls you've seen for dogs and stuff. I'm gonna try those out. It's kind of an experimental mode between my chickens and also my pigs. And then I'm looking at getting a big barrel, and I got a water heater thing to put into it and keep my water thawed out in a big barrel, so I can just scoop water out of, actually I'm going to use an electric pump to keep the water with the pigs and the chickens. And it's just a technique I want to try. I want to see how that goes. But yeah, it's been miserable trying to function outside. Whenever you get outside and you got the sniffles or the coughs, you just feel miserable. So yeah, I just want to roll up in a ball and say, I'll talk to you in a week when I feel better, but I still got to function. So yeah, I think Sherry might get an extra day off this weekend, which would be nice. She's been working weekends, a lot of accounting stuff, and old Belle, she kind of knows that that squirrel over there has been around, but she can't see it. But like I said, you guys get to see the video of it. So anyway, guys, let's get a I gotta solve the big question. Is it a sparkling day in Central Oregon? And the answer is, I'd have to say yes, but it's a cold sparkling day. And that's the pond that you saw the squirrel drinking water from. The fish in there are kind of getting a little more dormant, but we're still feeding them. And so they're doing all right. And Sherry and I will probably start getting these gardens cleaned up, putting them out to a compost pile. A very large one we have in the back, not our ones behind the chickens, because we've got the greenhouse to clean out and we got these gardens out here. It would fill up those palleted compost piles really fast in the back. So we got a very large one in the back that we've been working on. That's we've been putting a lot of pig waste into. So yeah, we got lots of work to do. Probably the more we clean up now, the less you have to clean up in the spring. So we're trying to take that attitude a little. The other follow-up I probably have for you is our tree over here that fell down during the windstorm. Still there, hasn't gone anywhere. Anyway, when the conditions are right, my son and I are gonna cut this up and I'm gonna let him have the wood. We were planning on taking this tree out anyway. I'm just glad it didn't hurt anything when it fell. So yeah, that was a little bit of a shock, but anyway, that'll make some really good firewood for my son. So anyway, guys, let's move on. Well, guys, it's about 4:30 and kind of an interesting sky today. Wrapping the day up. I can't believe it gets dark so early since daylight savings time. So we're gonna go out. I gotta feed the piggies for the last time tonight. I added corn, cracked corn to their feed. My understanding, it kind of helps them. I don't know if this is true or not, so don't quote me, but I heard that corn is kind of good for their metabolism to kind of help keep them warm and stuff. And yeah, so I don't know if that's true or not, but they like it as a treat. They like corn. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap the video up right here. Kind of a pretty evening, but still cold. So please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over. We'd appreciate it. And guys, have a wonderful day and stay warm. And let me get my piggies fed. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.